Did you know that Aileen Wuornos, a name synonymous with one of the most haunting tales in criminal history, began her life in a whirlwind of hardship and tragedy? Born in 1956 in Troy, Michigan, Aileen's early years were marred by abuse and neglect, casting a dark shadow over her future. Her father was absent, and her mother, struggling with her own demons, left Aileen and her brother in the care of their grandparents, who provided little stability or love. By her teenage years, Aileen's life had spiraled into a series of destructive choices. She turned to sex work to survive, facing a world that often saw her as nothing more than a victim of circumstance. But her life took a sinister turn in 1989 when she began a killing spree that would etch her name into the annals of true crime. Over the course of a year, Wuornos murdered 7 men, claiming self-defense against rape and assault. Her crimes were as brutal as they were tragic, with each death marking a dark chapter in her ongoing struggle against a society that had always seemed set against her. Aileen's arrest and subsequent trial were media sensations, further darkened by her erratic behavior and the chaos of her life. She was convicted of multiple murders and sentenced to death, a fate that seemed almost inevitable given her turbulent life and the nature of her crimes. Wuornos spent 12 years on death row before her execution in 2002, a chilling end to a life filled with torment and violence. Her story has continued to captivate and horrify, not just because of the nature of her crimes, but because it reflects the tragic intersection of personal suffering and criminality. Aileen Wuornos remains a figure of both sympathy and dread, a reminder of the darkness that can emerge from a life of profound pain and isolation. For more chilling tales and in-depth explorations into the macabre, subscribe to Horror History.